Strider, Braxton, Mitchell, welcome. And everybody rejoice, because Mitchell is here. I really need to sit down and get the bot to work on all the overlays and all the sounds, but work, and more work. But welcome. And you need this.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay. I hope everybody's doing great. Season is here. So yeah, why not play another kitty game? Or kitty as in cat. Mitchell, can you try BRB? You know, exclamation mark BRB.
I will return shortly. Prepare to transport me then.
Good, it works. Thank you. So now you got your BRB. And welcome back. Of course. Let's play some Blacksad, Under the Skin. Is it capturing? OBS? OBS. There it goes. Menu. Need to do something with the audio, I think. Let's see here. What can we do? Audio.
Sometimes when I walk into my office, I get the feeling that I'm walking among the rules.
Okay.
Sometimes when I walk into my office, I get the feeling that I'm walking among the ruins of a lost civilization. Not because of the reigning disorder, but because it feels like the remains of the civilized person I used to be. Sometimes when I walk into my office, I get the feeling that I'm walking among the ruins of a lost civilization.
I think that sounds okay.
Not because of the reigning disorder, but because it feels like...
There we go. Play the game. And this is keyboard. I don't know how they're gonna make it work, but this is all keyboard control. Like WASD, zoom in for E, F1 for notebook. Interesting, but let's see how it works. Let's start the game. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Like the notebook, like a detective. But I don't know the premise of the game. So, let's begin. This interactive drama uses similar controls to other games of its genre. You still want to enable the tutorial? Yes. Okay. It's best played with a controller. Maybe, but I'm not using a controller. To adjust the contrast until the silhouette on the right is no longer visible. Okay, somewhere around there. Racing loading screens. Oh well.
Sometimes when I walk into my office, I get the feeling that I'm walking among the ruins of a lost civilization. Not because of the reigning disorder, but because it feels like the remains of the civilized person I used to be.
Where is that damn detective? I'm gonna rip his head off. I swear I'll tear his eyes out. Hey! Hand over the pictures, you bastard. Now! Otherwise, you're gonna be dead meat. Hear me, cat?
When talking with other characters, you get to choose both your question and answers. In some conversations, you can take all the time you need. In others, you will have to think quickly and reply before your time is up. In these occasions, you can also choose to stay silent.
What kind of pictures are you looking for exactly?
You know which ones. Me and a lady. 2 days ago.
Ah, curious, are you? Plenty of things you could learn through.
I'm gonna kill...
Okay. Every now and then, you will have to act swiftly and use WASD to move. Stay alert. You may have a very short window of time to move before it's too late.
You!
At certain moments during the game, you will need to quickly press the indicated button to perform a specific action. Sometimes you will have to keep pressing the button until the circle around it completed. Press OK.
Give me the goddamn pictures!
Okay, I died.
I'm gonna kill you!
Yeah, QT? Mm-hmm.
Give me the goddamn pictures!
Throughout the game, tutorials that stops me in the middle of doing stuff, yeah, but it's just showing the controls, right? I could say no. Throughout the game, you'll have to make decisions, because there's also, like, I think it's kind of like the Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot games, that you have to make deductions and stuff. There is a deduction function as well, so I think it's kind of like that. You'll have to make decisions. Some of them will have minor consequences, like choosing whether to throw a punch or strike with a headbutt. But be careful, some decision would be more transcendental and have a major impact down the line. In some cases, you will have all the time you need to make a decision. Sometimes you will be forced to make up your time before the time is up. Let's do a punch.
It wasn't the first time I regretted hitting a guy like him. Or at least I bought enough time to aim at his soft spots.
Ah, damn it! That was quick. Soft spot? Mm-hmm. I wonder how...
I'm gonna kill you!
Wow, it's gonna throw me all the way back here?
Give me the goddamn pictures!
It wasn't the first time I regretted hitting a guy like him,
I don't think a headbutt would work.
but at least I bought enough time to aim at his soft spots.
Man, you broke my jaw.
Well, now it matches your marriage.
If you show my wife those pictures, I'm dead meat. You'll ruin my life, please.
First you tried to kill me and now you beg for mercy?
Sure, the gun didn't work, so why not shed some tears?
I wasn't gonna use it, man. I've never shot a fly. And I'm no two-timer either. It only happened once, for God's sake. I'm just her bodyguard, that's all. She seduced me. I love my wife, honest to God. I even quit the damn job for her. You can't break up a family for one tiny mistake.
The most important information you find during the investigation will be recorded in your detective notebook. When a new entry is included, a notification will pop up. You broke my family, not me.
Breaking up your family? I don't think you need my help there, buddy.
Okay, how about this? You give me those pictures and tell her a white lie, and I pay you 10 times what she's offering. You save my family, and you make a pretty penny. What do you say? Deal?
For as long as I could remember, I had collected nothing more than bad gigs, debt, and sorrow. My self-respect and bank account were racing to see who'd hit rock bottom first. While I hated his offer, it could certainly help me start anew. Run some ads in the papers, get better clients. All right. I'll tell your wife you're clean. Get the hell out of here before...
When you make a decision that has a major influence on the course of events, a notification will pop up.
I regret it, pal. 3.
Thank God.
2.
Put that money to good use.
1.
You won't regret helping out Eugene Colbert. I promise you that.
My uninvited guest had left me several gifts. First of all, a swollen hand. That guy's skin was hard as a rock. Second of all, more money than I deserved. Third, the feeling that my moral compass wasn't quite as calibrated as I thought. Last but not least, the certainty that more gifts were yet to come.
He's a nice guy. You see what I said about my pal Blacksad? Doesn't even know you, and he's already offering you a seat.
Yes, Jake's right, of course. That's me to a T. Please, have a seat.
Meh.
Shut up and listen, buddy. All right? I brought you a client.
Yow. Hello. I don't have a meow, but I need one. But I got a uwu, or several uwus.
Uwu?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we need to find him soon, or we will have a very serious problem.
Thanks for the information and the picture. They'll really come in handy. Let me see if I have this straight.
Use tab to navigate through different hotspots. Press enter to select the hotspot you want to interact with. Okay?
Your father, Joe Dunn, boxing manager and gym owner, hanged himself 2 days ago.
Yes.
Okay. Dunn died on Sunday evening.
Bobby Yale, a boxer at Dunn's gym, has a crucial fight against the reigning champion in 2 weeks. But he disappeared 2 days ago, right about the same time your father died.
Yes.
In short, if Bobby Yale is a no-show for his fight, you'll have to pay a fine. But since you don't have the cash on hand, your father's gym would have to close.
Yes.
So you want me to find Bobby Yale?
Yes. No. Jake wants you to find Bobby.
Oh, I see. Well, first of all, I'm really sorry, Miss Dunn. Please accept my condolences.
Thank you.
Damn it, John. Will you take the case or not?
I will, but we're talking about Madison Square Garden. The stakes are high, which can only mean things will get ugly behind the scenes, not to mention pricey.
Yes, Mr. Blacksad. If you find Yale and he fights, I'll be able to pay you whatever you ask for.
You accepted the case, pointing out the costs.
I know you already went to Yale's apartment and found nothing, but I'll search it myself at some point.
Bobby Yale's address.
That cleaning lady, Mary, Purnell, the one who found Joe Dunn's body, she works part-time at Sam's Diner, just down the road on the left, right?
That's right.
I think I might pay her a visit as well. And the gym, of course, and see what I can find. Okay, I think I've got enough to start with for now.
You press WASD to move in any direction. Use up, down, left, and right and expand the exploration zone. Okay. Use tab to navigate through different hotspots. Select the hotspot you want to interact with. We know this.
Is that done? Wow.
Move the camera, expand the exploration zone. Press E to zoom in. Q. Okay. Thank you, game. You told me like twice now, so Stop it. Press to exit the shots of selected hotspots. Okay. Press F1 to open the notebook. Once the notebook is open, you can go through all the notes you have taken during the investigation. Select the characters whose information you want to see in order to go to the corresponding section. The help bar in the lower part of the screen shows all the controls and their functions. Use the mouse and keyboard to navigate throughout the notebook. Kitty, there's no food, so shut up. Why do I want to zoom into my notebook? Okay. Press F2 to exit the deduction screen. Zoom for the kitty pics. You cannot make any decisions right now. First you need to gather enough clues. Press escape to access this menu. I just did. For the main menu, you can access the Hall of Fame album, load a game, continue where you left off, check your stats in your Blacksad, change settings in your options, and yada yada yada. Press escape or backspace to close the window to continue playing. Thank you, game. Okay, so... Oh. What does my Blacksad look like? Hard-boiled, resolute, upright, lonesome. Okay. Profitable case. I'm pressing escape, game. Hello? Escape! Well, that didn't work. The harder you train, the luckier you get. Oh, there was another hotspot. Right? During the investigation, you'll find Hall of Fame sports cards. Keep in mind that it's you, not Blacksad, who find these cards, and that your collection is not relevant to the storyline. Leave no stone unturned, cards could be hidden anywhere. Find them all to complete your Hall of Fame collection. When you find a new card Hall of Fame collection, you can choose to open the album and see your cards played, blah blah blah. So, just collectible. Right, thank you. No guts, no glory. No pain, no gain. Okay, this is... I think I need to get used to these controls here a bit, but okay. Okay, we can call different people. Braxton? What's up? You said my name. Success is dependent on effort. Do you know Emerald City Confidential? I think I've exactly. I've heard of it. I can. I'm getting maybe I'm getting it confused with another game. But it's only on Steam. Now I gotta Google it. You said Emerald City. Emerald City Confidential? Oh yes, I've seen this before. Not quite sure that I have it. Is it the one, the girl that knows, like, is it where she goes into a boxing ring and learn different magical powers or something? Fuck me.
The racist brain is so full of hatred that there's no space for trifles such as common sense or, say, spelling. But
Gross.
this most cultured writer spotted the error and attempted to correct it. Not sure what to make of the outcome.
All collected clues will be stored in your Blacksad mind. When you find a new clue, a notification will pop up. Once you have enough clues, you'll be able to piece them together to make a crucial deduction that will make you advance in the investigation. There's a smudge.
Locked. But a true detective never leaves home without his... Huh? Sometimes even the most experienced detective has to go home to get his lockpicks.
Not yet. Let's investigate a bit more. Down here. Oh. The harder you bang, the muckier you get. Okay. Farting is the key to success. Actually, I think I have it on my wish list, Emerald City. No dung, no glory. Hallelujah. Oh. There was a hotspot down here.
On the surface, it seems dry, but there's no dust, and it's damp underneath. It could have fallen the day
It's
Dunn
paint stain
died.
on. If you want to box, train. If you want to win, train harder. Huh? Where did they go? So where did they end up? I wish there was a run button, but no. Can we take the ladder? Oh. It's upstairs. I don't want to take the... Okay.
Someone should weld the iron bar on those panels.
Oh, what was this? Oh! Another collector's item. Hey. Oh. Okay. We're stuck behind here? Maybe? Okay, we are. And you don't have a run button, right? That will be kind of neat to have a run button. Seriously, you don't have a run button? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, game. You don't need to tell me how to use the menu. Cat sensors, zoom out, deduction, menu, move camera. No, there's no run button. Okay. Helen Moore's secret champion. Or champies? Champion? Hmm. Okay. Nothing on the roof.
A good place to spy on Sonia.
Let's go in and talk with them.
I better leave these two alone.
Okay.
I remember that fight, back when Jake was coming up the ranks.
Paladin box. And another collector's card that is sitting there. Oh, we already investigated this. So the paint marks ends right about here. Rhino's wife.
Hello?
Blacksad here.
Please don't tell me my husband.
It's faithful.
You have nothing to worry about, Mrs. Colbert. Do me a favor and enjoy your family.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Kept your word and lied to Rhinoceros? Told the chief.
Smirnoff.
Joe Dunn, the boxing coach. You hear anything about his death?
Blacksad. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
You got me. How's everything, Chief?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks for asking. Too much work as usual. As for Joe Dunn, he hanged himself. End of story. I'm too busy, John. I can't afford to put a single man on the case. Why are you asking?
None of your business. Daughter hired me.
Joe Dunn's daughter hired me.
But I still don't get it. Any signs of foul play?
I'm not sure yet.
It's just a hunch, but I need to follow up on it.
All right then. Do your thing.
So, are you going to help me?
I wish I could, John. Anyway, I'm afraid I don't have anything useful to share. And it seems like you don't either. But if you do find something, give me a call.
You owe me one.
I helped you with your little problem when they killed Natalia.
And we agreed not to talk about it ever again. See you, John. Always a pleasure.
Weekly?
Weekly speaking, the legend of what's news.
Hey, Weekly, this is...
John, did you get my pictures?
Yes, and...
That rhinoceros has one big horn. And the girl, hot damn. You want me to find out her name? Please, pretty please.
No, Weekly. Look,
Forget it.
just forget it for now. I only called to tell you that those photos are top class.
Huh? Okay. Thanks. Okay, let's just change the subject. Hey, I heard something weird's going on at this gym. What was the name? Dunn's Gym. Didn't you have a pal down there? Can I talk to him? I heard a woman's running it now. A boxing gym. Now, that's what I call news.
Not now.
Actually, I'm working on a case for the gym owner. But you're putting me on the spot here. Let me settle into things before you do anything, will you?
All right, but make it quick. See ya.
We hope you'll give him a side scoop about the gym. No call. Okay, so let's... Can we... Oh. Mark Hilford. Oh. Discourse on equality. Rex Smith.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
John Blacksad, Private Eye. Would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Not at all. Proceed, Your Honor.
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
Yes, indeed, kind prince. My pretty little eyes just saw a pink elephant parade. But naturally, I decided to join in the fun.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, there is indeed. Move. You're blocking my view of this wonderful sunset. It just so happens that you can, apple of my eye, do this old man a favor and bring him some sustenance.
All right.
Bring him some sustenance.
I might just be the last person in New York without a TV.
I should buy one.
Maybe that's how I should spend the bribe money.
Can you go up the stairs? Nope. And a hole. Oh, it was. Oh, good eyes. Oh, invisible wall. Okay. This is where I enter. Okay. Goes due to sudden and unexpected death of Joseph R. Dunn. A private service for family and friends will be held at St. Fergus Church on Friday, October 14th at 6 p.m. Oops, there were more. There was a... Yo, Necro Keys, I'm doing well. Enjoying some days off. How about you?
Mary Purnell, the person who found Dunn's body, works a block away from the gym. I'm certain she can give me the kind of information that
Hey! Watch where you're going, you jerk!
Wow.
You looking for trouble, moron?
Sorry?
Sorry. Really, I'm sorry.
You better be, you wuss!
Ah.
I wish there was a map. But guess not. Sam's Diner.
And there you go.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Come back soon. Welcome to Sam's Diner. What can I get for you?
Blacksad, Private Eye. I work for Sonia Dunn. I need to ask you some questions about Joe Dunn.
Sure, but I'm working right now. Maybe later?
Need your help to find Yale.
Please, I need to find Bobby Yale as soon as possible. And I think you can help me.
All right.
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
I barely know her, but she looks like a smart girl, poor thing.
Joe Dunn?
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn.
You found the body. What do you remember?
Can you tell me how you found Dunn's body?
Well, I thought I was alone. I clean early in the morning before Mr. Dunn comes in.
Oh, so you have keys to the gym.
Yes, of course. There was paint on the floor, so I thought it'd be a busy morning. And then I saw him, hanging there, like a baby mobile over a crib. Then I think I panicked. When I calmed down, I called the police and waited outside. Sorry, that's all I can say.
Don't worry. But if you remember anything else, let me know.
I was Dunn outside the gym.
How was Joe Dunn outside the gym?
I wouldn't know. I only saw him at the gym or right there. That was his spot. I think everyone liked him.
What kind of boss was Dunn?
What kind of boss was Joe Dunn?
A good one. Always paid on time, never raised his voice. If I asked for the day off, he even cleaned the gym.
Thanks, but I still don't get why he'd commit suicide.
He had money issues?
Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
Problem with his daughter?
I heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
His wife died years ago. Maybe he never got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he did. That was a long time ago.
Can I have a hamburger?
Can I have a hamburger, please?
Oh, sure. Regular or cheese?
I'm a cat, right? Cheese.
I think I'll get the cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm. You want fries? A drink?
No, that's it.
Okay. Is that for here or to go then?
To go, please.
One cheeseburger to go, Sam.
Okay.
Next to the icon on each cat sense, hearing, sight, and smell, a counter will show the number of stimuli that can be perceived in that particular moment. The help bar in the lower part of the screen shows related controls and their function.
They look puffy and tired. Sleepless nights? Hectic days? Or has she been crying? Perhaps all of the above.
Why doesn't it help me zoom in?
Smells like cinnamon. No, cinnamon and burgers. Her handwriting is nice and neat.
That's a nice and neat handwriting. That reminds me a bit of Sherlock Holmes games. The heightened sense and stuff.
Your burger is ready.
I thought he wanted like a whiskey or a beer.
All right, I'll let you enjoy your meal.
4 people used the back door that very same night.
What?
Well, I might be blind as a bat, but as you can certainly see, I have 2 wonderfully functional ears.
4 people used the back door 2 days ago?
Yeah, that's right.
First person.
Who was the first person to use the back door?
Someone big. Unlocked the door, stepped inside, then came right back out.
Someone big. Second person.
Who was the second person to use the back door?
A man, just a few minutes after the first person. He came back out muttering, "Ungrateful bastard." Then he threw something in the trash and walked back in. Oh, no, wait. Before that, he gave me a coin. A coin? I mean, do I look like I need spare change, huh? I mean, I'm staying at the Million-Star Hotel, for God's sake.
Third person.
Who was the third person to use the back door?
Judging by the quiet footsteps, I'd say it was someone small. I'd say it was about 30 minutes after the second person came out. Whoever it was threw something in the trash and stood in front of me for a moment. Then I heard a click. And finally, I heard trailing laughter in that direction.
Who was the fourth person to use the back door?
Someone big. I recall heavy breathing. The person left in a hurry, running in that direction.
Looks like someone used it as a punching ball. I wonder what it's like to be blind. Would I cope? Blind and legless. How does he get by?
Are there more? We already did this.
Looks like someone used it as a punching ball. blind and legless. How does he get by?
Do we have to zoom in on the other eye? No. Game? Great. Paint can.
Where did you get that paint can?
In the trash can in the back. I found it right after the comings and goings. I wanted to see what those people were leaving behind.
Chest expanded in cart.
There's a chest expander in your cart.
A what expander?
A thingamajig with 3 springs.
Oh, the thingamajig with springs. Oh, I got it from the trash back there. A paint can and a thingamajig with springs. What a night!
You seem saner than before?
You were acting a bit strange before, but now you seem fine. Why is that?
Hey, you got great vision, sense of smell, and hearing. Why is that?
Well, I'm a cat.
Well, I'm a goat.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Let's go back into the... Where was the locker? It was down here, right? Can't go up here. Can't go into the box room. It's, in my opinion, weird. Is that a baseball? There it is. Oh, yeah. Go to the office to get your lockpicks.
I hope that wasn't a client. Although probability would suggest a cold call. Or, even worse, the War Veterans Therapy Group. I was pretty sure I left the lockpicks on the table.
Jesus, what an office.
What did you do to earn the admiration of a millinery culture, distant cousin? What if the only thing that keeps you going is the very thing that won't let you move on?
Aw. Remember.
It's too soon to say goodbye. She wouldn't hear me anyway.
Another card. Walt Hathaway. I don't see anything else. Jesus.
Sometimes I also use it to type out reports that nobody reads and invoices that nobody pays. Good old Weekly did a fine job with these pictures.
Wow.
I wonder if that rhino would ever have the nerve to use it.
Oh, I pretend to drink. I drink like every other detective.
You can't really call yourself a detective if you're a teetotaler, but that's not what that bottle is for. The truth? I used tequila to clean my lockpicks. In fact, I just finished cleaning them when that rhino walked in. Maybe we knocked them down during the fight.
Maybe. Oh, the music is great in this game. He's a veteran.
A visiting friend once told me that New York City smells like a giant bonfire. I'd say the smell is rubbed off on me.
Hey, these Mortys are the best. Craig Spano, NY, Warrior Star. It's out of this. Another card.
Smells good. Tasted even better the day Smirnoff brought it, in exchange for a favor. A favor no cop should ever be paid for. Police Commissioner Smirnoff smoked that cigarette. Judging by the way he put it out, he was pretty nervous.
Okay. So how do I get the lockpick? Am I not fast enough?
Most detectives feel safe with a gun in their pocket. Me, I prefer lockpicks. At least I know these little fellows won't backfire.
Yeah.
Where the hell
hell did you go, John? I thought you were on the case.
Just doing my job.
Hey, I'm just doing my job. Next stop, Bobby Yale's place.
All right. Just try to be a bit more communicative. You made a crappy impression, and now Sonia has second thoughts about you.
Can I
Looking
decide?
back, I wish I'd never found my lockpicks. Maybe I wouldn't have gone back to the gym. All hell was about to break loose.
Okay, I guess I can't go back to the gym. That's stupid.
Bobby Yale's place was on the way, so I decided to drop by, lockpicks in hand. The gym could wait. Sonia and Jake had already searched the place, to no avail. But a good detective would have better luck. I know it might not seem like it, but... When someone hits you like that, you know you're onto something. It's only fair to show some gratitude.
Well, well, well. Long time no see. My wife just called me. I owe you one. Now leave before my partner...
Damn cat. Well done, Colbert. Now. How about this? For every wrong answer, I'm gonna give it to you with this club. Deal?
You don't know, Augie.
Didn't we just witness your lack of aim?
Wrong answer. First, well, second question. What the hell are you doing here?
I'm Chuck Norris, and I...
What? That quick. That ended quickly.
It should start to swell any moment now.
In there.
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
Now we just need the last piece. In there, in with this eye. What else is there? That's the second piece. Something with the smell? In there. There. So where's the last thing? Maybe there isn't a third thing. There's nothing on the rhino.
Alrighty. Let's try again. What the hell are you doing here?
Weren't you gonna hit me?
Weren't you gonna hit me? I'm still waiting for the blows.
Happy? Alrighty. Let's try again. What the hell are you doing here?
I'll teach you to use that thing. Are you Irish?
Are you of Irish descent?
I've got an Irish boss, just like my friend Colbert here. I'm sure the name O'Leary rings a bell, right?
Desmond O'Leary. If you live in New York City, you've certainly heard of the richest bookie in town. After everything that's happened, I was beginning to feel like this case was finally moving forward.
Wrong answer!
I'm Chuck
But I
Norris,
was wrong.
and I approve this game.
Oh, weird.
One more time. What the hell are you doing here?
I know your friend Colbert and his wife.
Now he wants to insult you. All right, then. He's all yours. All right. Now it's your turn. I'll call the boss.
I want you to yell like I'm beating the crap out of you, okay?
Desmond, we caught some damn detective snooping around Bobby Yale's place. Yeah, hired by Dunn's daughter. Safe and sound? What do you mean exactly? Oh, sure. Will do. Colbert, stop hitting him, you beast.
What a shame. We were just getting to know each other.
What's that on the floor? For Sonia Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know, I...
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Was it stolen? Oh.
Had it been stolen?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with the...
Dunn's murder and Bobby Yale's disappearance?
Your father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be.
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup. Nice and steady heartbeat. What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly.
I pressed the wrong button.
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you.
The clues collected allow new deduction.
Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
And that's an ice cream.
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
Question is, why did he hang himself?
I don't think Dunn killed himself.
What? Do you have a suspect? Any leads?
No, it's just a hunch. Although... I'd say a man did it.
Who? Do you have a particular man in mind?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I think Bobby Yale did it.
My God! His pupil? On his own, out of the blue? Now that's what I call a story.
He had an accomplice.
I doubt he did this alone. He must have had an accomplice.
Well, who? Are you sure? Do I know the guy or gal?
What happened if we just leave it here?
Okay, don't tell me. But it's not like I've done anything to make you doubt me.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, the bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's...
I heard his feeling. Aww.
And then there's the
I heard a
wallet.
journalist's feelings.
That guy.
Aw.
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
Hey, he might have a motive, right?
Shut up, Braxton. They're
He might know
sensitive.
something about Dunn's death, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons? Weekly was right. Cassidy could have had a motive to kill Dunn. Weekly had already proven to be knowing.
Look at those pancakes on the
farther
table.
I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order or a subtle suggestion?
Let's give him a direct order, so think he's like we're partners, right?
Come on.
Ah.
I know you're dying to ask me to investigate Cassidy. I can see it in your face.
Well, yeah, maybe.
You don't even have to ask. Consider it done.
Oh,
But
okay.
you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
I'll convince Sonia.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Great. That's settled then.
By the way, I never told you what happened to Colbert, did I?
No. What happened?
Mm,
The rhinoceros came by and offered me money to keep quiet.
Wow. Are we talking petty cash or big bucks?
The latter.
That's my boy. Good job, Blacksad.
Half the money is yours.
Yeehaw!
good piece of good news. Okay, so it said we had enough clues to make a deduction.
So, was there really someone on the roof?
No false alarm. He ran away.
Yeah, but he was faster than me. I couldn't get my hands on him.
A fast spy and a slow detective. This must be my lucky day.
So it said we had enough to make a deduction. So how do we do this? The buffalo that works for Leary was a shamrock on his level. The smutched Yale. Someone threw. Mary has a nice handwriting. Yeah. And then this? No. Oh. Okay, so... Yeah. The footprints? What is the game? Photograph of the rhino.
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place? Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
There are cards with staff information on Dunn's table. Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
Oh, another collector.
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
Wrong password. Wouldn't it be more like wrong combination? Oh, another collector. Jerry Lee Pennington.
A happy family?
Before we do anything else, I want to go down to the locker and see if we can do anything in the locker. Oh. Damn, are there going to be so many collector's items in this?
Dunn's room had quite a view.
No hotspots?
Looks like Dunn liked to measure his daughter and Bobby Yale each year. Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
What did he say?
Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
So, age 8. Oh, collectors. Wales lockers full of surprise. A portable gym up with 5 resistance springs to boost your upper body strength. Add extra springs as you grow strong. All on other poems. Abraham Grenberg. Clues enough to deduct new deduction. Okay.
Well, I know this much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale.
Val killed down with a chest expander.
Thanks, pal.
So, what else can you tell me about Dunn's death?
Well, not much. My memory's not what it used to be.
Sonia Dunn?
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
She's hot, ain't she?
You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, I've known her since she was a baby. But she sure has grown, if you get my drift. I hadn't seen her since she left for college about 4 years ago.
She doesn't seem too upset.
It seems like her father's death didn't really upset her.
Well, she likes to play it cool, which makes her really hot.
Joe Dunn.
What was Joe Dunn like?
He was a decent man. Have you seen all those slogans on the wall? Those motivational phrases? Joe really believed in them. All of them.
Joe or Joey?
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although, she didn't call him anything after she died.
Bad humor. Alcohol.
I found an empty wine bottle on the rooftop. Did Joe Dunn drink?
Only for a while, back when his wife died. But eventually he quit. After that, he'd only drink on special occasions.
Saxophone player?
He played the saxophone, right?
Yeah, pretty well for a white boy. But he quit when his wife died. Makes no sense, right? I mean, nothing draws chicks like the brass. Why quit when you're finally free? Ha 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 ha.
Bobby Yale.
Do you have any idea where Bobby Yale could be?
Not a clue.
Family?
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Yeah, and his wife, Bobby's mom, died shortly after. Dunn is the closest thing the family to poor kids had ever since.
That explains the poetry book in his locker. I dropped by Bobby Yale's apartment. I think he might be involved with O'Leary, the bookmaker.
You sure? Yale had some dark years, no doubt, but Dunn turned him into a decent guy. I'm no detective, but I wouldn't follow that lead.
Career.
If Yale's gonna fight the reigning champion, he's got a big career ahead of him.
He hasn't lost a single fight since he turned pro. The little bastard beat the socks off me a few years back.
You said Yale joined a gang back in the day? Know which one?
Hell, I don't know, John. This is New York City. There are more gangs than people.
Dunn wasn't black, but he allowed you and Bobby Yale to train here.
Yeah, this was the first integrated gym in the city, I think.
But not everyone liked that, hmm?
You've seen the graffitis, right? If I get my hands on that bastard...
Keep training.
I better let you get back to your drills.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna get something to drink and go for a pee break. So, I'll be right back. back to the game. Hall of Fame. Let us just see. Thank you. Open album. Okay. Oh, so there's different sports. That's neat. Okay. So let's go up and talk with Mrs. Something.
Miss Dunn, can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
Did we do this already? Yes, we did. What was the thing Walrus Cassidy doing here?
I saw you arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
You remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this gym?
Well, Cassidy manages Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Why does her voice sound familiar? It sounds very familiar. Sharon Mann. What has she done before? Chain Reaction, I Love Paris, The New Look, Hawaii, Tales of the Night Sky, Emily in Paris, Mario, Vampire the Masquerade, Siberia. She's Kate Walker. Oh. She's voicing Kate Walker in Siberia. That's where I've heard the voice before.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Wow. It is Kate Walker. I was like, I know this voice. I've heard it a million times. So it's just like, it's not Monkey Island. It's not like a Watch It Eye game. It's just like, where have I heard this voice before? And it's Kate Walker. Was she in Vampire and which one?
Dunn files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
It just says additional voices. Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. Oh, she also did Alfred Hitchcock in Vertigo, the video game. It just says she's just credited as additional voices for Masquerade Swan Song. She's done some movies, some podcasts, but also Alfred Hitchcock, the game. Vertigo, the game. Blacksad Under the Skin, we know that. Detroit Being Human as well. Siberia, we know. Also, Quern, Undying Thoughts, she's done voices in. Yesterday's Origins. She was in Yesterday Origins? As a flight attendant? She's done Fahrenheit as well? Wow. The Next Big Thing. Runaway as well? She was Gina in Runaway? She's done Still Life 2, Dracula 3. Holy moly, she's done a shitload of voice acting. Wow. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare as well? A lot of Dragon Ball Z as well? Oh, okay. Oh well.
Could you tell me your birthday?
Of course, March 6th.
And the year?
I'm 24, Mr. Blacksad. You do the math.
No luck.
Another wrong password. So nothing here. We did this already? So, where do we... Oh, another one. Maybe we go outside and talk with the homeless guy to get the expander? Oh. Oh, now he's going up on the stage? Of the boxing ring?
What needs a man to do something like this? Life's already dealt me a fair share of blows, but... I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
There's something fishy about Dunn's suicide. Oh, well, we know that. That's a cheesy hotspot. What is it? Hmm. Exactly. Can we use the phone? Maybe we can call that weekly guy? Oh, okay. Only call Smirnov. There's been some odd black screens where it doesn't load the screen and I just had to hit escape.
Smirnov.
I think I have a new lead on the Dunn case. I found racial slurs painted on the lockers at Dunn's gym. He was pretty open-minded about racial issues. Maybe his death had something to do with that.
John, half of the crimes in this city have racial ramifications.
But other than that, no. Except that you can feel that it's built for controllers.
To tell you about the Dunn case.
When it was released, it was very buggy, and I sidestepped it after I scheduled to do it on GOG. Okay.
I think Dunn was dating the lady that cleans the gym.
Wow, thanks for the gossip. So,
They might have even been engaged, if I'm not mistaken.
great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
No, I mean, why kill yourself if you're in love and about to get married?
All right, you got a point there. Maybe, but it seems no more than a hunch right now. I need solid evidence.
I think that's it.
But other than that, it's okay. There's something with the loading screen. Sometimes they go blind. Took My Place did the release. I remember he was having a hard time with some of the bugs. Well, except that the controls are a bit weird. I don't understand that. I see that you're making a controller game, but I just don't understand why you, when you port it to PC, that you insist on having it. This would be perfect for point and click. Or at least let me use the keypad and the mouse to zoom in or something like that, but other than that, it's okay. One can hope. I haven't met anything like this. I
Do
haven't...
you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no. Wait, yeah. Well, no. Now that I think of it, no. Hey, pal, how about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
Sure, have one.
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state? Think you're not to blame? It's the government that shipped me off to war.
They shipped me off, too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill, too. Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor.
Yes, I've killed.
Yeah, I killed people.
And yet, you don't want to help me die. Wait, but that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another. The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging at hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from? Taxes! Your taxes, my dear friend. You help them cut my legs. They declare war every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer. And that's how we finance their wars. So the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices. Unless one manages to keep at arm's length. That is what I did, my loyal disciple, at the Million-Star Hotel. So, do you like your master? Great.
Hey, what's your name? You never told me...
I still can't pick it up.
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
Okay, so I can't not take my car?
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
Who are you? Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Somebody I can talk to. We're going to Sam's Diner or Sonia's Diner? Sam's Diner? The collectors. Where could Bobby Yale be?
Any ideas where Bobby Yale could be?
How am I supposed to know? He's rarely there when I clean the gym. Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
Can you tell me about your job?
Can I ask you about your job?
Which one?
Job at the diner.
Tell me about your work here in the diner.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. My boss.
Oh, glad to hear that.
And the gym?
How long have you worked at the gym?
It's been, 4 or 5 years? Although, I don't think I'll be able to set foot in there again.
This must be really hard for you. I'm sorry.
To work anywhere else?
Other than the diner and the gym, you don't work anywhere else, right?
I wouldn't have the time, although I'm not sure I want to continue working at the gym.
You might want to stay away from the gym. I would quit if I were you.
If I were you, I wouldn't quit. Trust me. It might be painful at first, but time heals all wounds.
Joey used to say the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. Thanks.
She calls him Joey.
What do you think about Jake Ostiambi?
Who? Who's that?
A big gorilla. Boxer, too. A friend of Joe Dunn's.
Oh, yeah. I barely know him. I don't like how he looks at me.
Anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I'm afraid not. It's too painful.
I know. But we need to find Bobby Yale. Anything, any minor detail, could really make a difference.
I'll try.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enough clues. Maybe call him Joey?
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
Mary and Dunn were seeing each other. A no deduction. So... And her birthday was wrong?
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe?
Oh my.
Hi, Mr. Blacksad.
I'll let you get back to work. See you.
We'll meet you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Odd we can't ask her about that she was... What? The clues you collect a new deduction. That wasn't it. Oh, come on. Mary's birthday might be the way to open the safe. You can just walk. Why not just put in an invisible wall? Sorry, Mr. Doc. This is not where I wish I had a run button. That would be kind of cool. Guess we go up to the safe, or the... I can't remember what it's called, a Rolodex, right? A Rolodex. A Rolodeck. Is it Rolodex? Rolodex, right? But it's a brand? I thought it was like a common name to call it. Like, just call it a Rolodex. What do I know?
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
Purnell's recent birthday. Recent? Ta-da! A gun.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner. A few bucks. Just petty cash.
Last will and testament of Joseph R. Dunn.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
You think Bobby Yale read it?
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
When was it signed?
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
There was another insurance thing in there? Business insurance policy. Okay. Interview with Weekly.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well...
He wants to interview.
He would like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out, exactly?
Leaking?
Well, you know how these things...
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
I know you had your mother's ring.
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
Mary.
Mary Purnell. I think she was in love with your father.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Sonia Dunn versus Mary Purnell. You failed to keep Mary's secret. Whoops. What can you tell me about the gym's insurance?
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Well, we fucked that up. Mary's secret. Oh, well. Does he have anything interesting to say? You don't want to speak with the gorilla? Joe Dunn.
Did you know Joe Dunn?
Okay, there it bucked out. No,
No
it didn't.
way, man. He hated firearms. Although, when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
Just want to see something. That's Eugene. That's her. That's her father. Bobby Gale, that's the boxer, right? Al Stone is who? That was his opponent. That's the waiter. That's Weekly. That Desmond O'Leary. He was the... Frank Cassidy was the walrus, was the boxing manager. Should we go upstairs and talk with her, or no? Or call Weekly? No, the phone is not here. No, it's... Oh, I forgot. Where's the phone? It's right over there at the corner. Can I hit the punching bag?
I once shredded a bag like that, just out of pure rage.
Smirnoff.
I think I have a new lead on the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
This again?
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Oh.
Life is often off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music. And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
I can't help it. It's just the way we cats are.
Well, I can't help but be glad to see you. Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water. John, you alright?
I've had better days.
I've had better days, and I'll have them again, I hope.
We both deserve to. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
You could order something to eat.
You said you were starving. Why don't you go to the counter and order something?
Yeah, sure, good idea. If you'll excuse me.
Post-mortem report. Preliminary. Case number 1760-97 medical beam. Joseph Richard Dunn. Widower. Dark brown. Date of death 7 p.m. on October 19th, 19XX. Violent asphyxia. Form of death suicide. Caused by rope around the neck presented 4 ring-shaped marks around the entire circumference set by rope. Caused by set rope. Okay. Swollen, slightly scraped knuckles on the subject's right hand probably caused recent trauma.
Interesting.
Internal findings. No internal autopsy was performed since external evidence seemed sufficiently conclusive.
Now that I think of it, I better eat at home. It's healthier.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now? Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I'll try, but sometimes there's no alternative.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
New deductions. 2 deduction. Dunn had 4 different neck marks. And chest expander? So what? Wasn't tall enough to hang himself from the noose. Okay? So it was his height.
I'm much taller than Dunn, and I can barely reach the noose. There's no way Dunn hanged himself. Not on his own, at least.
Well, we had more deductions to do. So this, and Dunn wasn't tall enough to hang himself? No. So what if we try this now with the expander? No. Wasn't tall enough. 4 marks. What about if we do with the with his? No. And then this. No. What? Now I know. He wasn't tall enough. Footprints. No? What? A 4 combination? Okay. I don't sure I get this. Does anybody have an idea? It says there's 2 deductions I can make in this. The chest expander. I have to do it in a certain...
I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
Another deduction. Yeah. Cause of the slur? think we tried this. I feel like I've tried everything. Because if I take this... I don't know what the last combination is. Oh, just brute forcing. So this is stupid. I have to pick the paint in the correct order. I don't get this last one. Do I really need to look it up? Yeah, it's okay, Braxton. It was just if somebody had an idea. Having to do in a correct order is pretty annoying, confusing for the player. It is. I think I'm gonna look this up, because if it's the correct order, then it's just bullshit. That is just utter bullshit. If I have to do it in the correct order. I just noticed that apparently the lockpicking... Huh. What? There's no... For the deduction? Hmm. Even Microids has posted a walkthrough on their own webpage. Wow. It's not marriage flat. Use cover pin on Lyrisman and Larry. Use wedding ring, handwriting, idea. Put the wedding ring on. It did that. Use Mary's gold with... Where the okay. Okay, so apparently that deduction isn't part of the walkthrough that I'm looking at. That is weird. Oh, here it is. On its way, yes. Something through the chest expander, yes. Wait, Houston was not tall enough. Had 4 marks with chest expander, yes. Use Yale's locker with Dunn was choked with chest. Houston wanted to cancel the fight with Dunn was what? This walkthrough sounds like a completely different game of some of the deductions that I've met. What the hell? Maybe it was just written by an AI and didn't fact check it.
All right. Dunn punched a paint can, but why? Wasn't he calm and composed?
So his knuckles and the paint can was the thing. It was his knuckles. Do we need to call the cop, the officer Smirnov? Oh. Okay. Talk with her.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Okay. Want to speak with the homeless guy again? He's out cold. Just go home? We go up onto the roof again and look?
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
That's not it. Go back to the diner? But why would she be interested in the diner? would we be interested to go back to the diner? There's nothing there. Unless, of course, you have to interrogate her about something else.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
Happy birthday?
Happy birthday. I just found out it was a week ago.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm sure you received wonderful presents. For example, your date of birth used as the combination for Dunn's safe.
Oh, my goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
Just getting more and more juicier.
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant.
Paperwork?
Paperwork. He just hated it. But that was just him. Instead of putting off the things he couldn't stand, he did them as soon as possible. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where Dunn seduced you.
That word is a bit too much, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day, so we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone.
Did you tell anyone? Why the secret?
Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was, and we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
He proposed?
So he asked you to marry him?
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring, and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about you? How did you feel about telling Sonia?
Maybe you already noticed, I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Too much coffee and fresh air?
Why? Why would you say that? I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
But...
So she lost her scarf, huh? Maybe we can find it, maybe we can't.
Just turned off the grill. You all got about 25 seconds to order your last burger before it goes cold, you bastards!
Oh, wow.
Hey, if it isn't Miss, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm sorry too, because we ran out of sissy menus. Your dad and brothers ate them all. So, you got anything to say to Sam, little kitty?
Try eat my fist?
You see this fist? I used it to knock down a rhinoceros today. But you know what? I've got another one right here, and it's jealous of its twin.
Mexican standoff?
Okay, just kidding. Relax. What about a free burger?
All bark, no bite? Exactly.
I have to admit, I was hoping to get something in return for that first hamburger. But now I don't really know why I brought this. The cynics would say I did it all out of selfishness, just to feel better about myself. Who cares?
And I still can't pick it up. The expander. Go again and talk to Sonia about all of this? Oh, there was a card. Yoink. Still can't use the phone. Is that also a card? Yoink. Damn, there's a lot of collectibles in this game. What, do we go upstairs and look at the rooftop again? Or...
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Nothing new. There's nothing here on the shelves I can look at. Okay. Talk to the monkey. Sorry. Trainer? And there's nothing new in the deduction, right? No. Nothing in the deduction. Another card. Oh. There's another locker. Dum dum dum.
Smells like paint. The proud South.
Oh. Another card. Arctic nation strikes again. Supremacists believe that God created Earth to be dominated exclusively by a white race. Leaders of the Arthur Tucker Doc Kneeling, one of 7 members arrested during the riots. Mr. Tucker, an amateur boxer, allegedly broke a police officer's jaw.
Bastards.
Bastard. Maybe that was the clue we were missing. Exactly. Who's up here?
Of course.
No, kitty, there's no food. Go to bed. Another lock.
What the hell? Hey, Jake, give me one good reason not to smash in your face. What the hell are you doing in my locker?
We're friends.
Come on, man. We're friends. Calm down.
Friends don't spy on each other.
Get off me.
Sometimes, John, I could just punch you.
Can I do it again? Oh my. So my favorite bodyguard.
I'd forgotten that Jake used to work for Natalia. This proves I was right. It's too soon to move on.
So now we got a deduction more, or 2 deduction. Done, and the paint can on the... Okay, but we got...
Arthur Tucker painted the racial slur on Yale's locker.
Okay. And one more deduction to do. We tried this already. I don't get this last one. What does Amy's cold and his... I want to go back and talk with him. If he's even still there.
Hey, Jake.
John, I have nothing to say to you.
Wow. I still don't understand this last deduction. I don't think you're friends anymore? No. Hey, dear. So you have to do it in a specific order. What a bunch of bahooey. Because if I take this first and paint, it doesn't work. But if I take there's paint, he was strangled. No. I don't understand. See, now it gives me a third option. I don't understand this last thing. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can find her scar. I can't even remember if I was upstairs talking to her. After all this. I think we were.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
I don't even want to imagine Weekly falling from up here.
We've already been over here. Here he doesn't even speak. The voices. So, yeah, it still has bugs. Some of the voices not loading in correctly, and but this deduction really pisses me off that I can't figure out the last deduction. But how are you doing, Chair? Turned 50 today? You turned 50 today? See, this is utter bullshit. If I take this first, and take this, it doesn't work. Though, if I take this, and this, it gives me a third option. You utter bullshit of a game. So I have to do it in the correct sequence. You utter bullshit piece of a game. So if I take this and this, see, there it failed. So I have to do it in the correct sequence. So if I take this and this, it gives me a third option. There has to be a walkthrough. This is really pissing me off. That I have to do it in the correct sequence in order for it to trigger. There's no second page. So this is a semi-bad walkthrough.
You wrinkled old cock.
Exactly. I'm just trying to see if I can find the deduction for this one. Sonia's eyes. What? The buffalo that works for O'Leary, Shamrock Lapel, he got mad. What the hell is that kind of connection? What kind of connection is that?
Why do you have that pen, Jake? What mess are you in?
Oh, was there a pin on his locker? Was there a pin on his tie? No, it wasn't. I thought it was a key. It's a tie pin, right? I thought it was a key. Now it makes sense. It's the pin. There it is. It's not a key, it's a pin. Ugh. That was the thing. I thought it was a key. I couldn't really see it. That makes sense. And I was keep focusing on that stupid paint all the time. Yo, monkey.
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
I saw the shamrock in your locker.
I saw the shamrock in your locker. I know what it means.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
I'm I'm a detective. What do you think I'll do?
Yeah, definitely better detective than friend. All right, you win, pussycat. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
They know.
You could have said no.
Yeah, like you never take, shady business.
Never say yes to a job like that. I've done my fair share of shady jobs.
I've done things like that, and worse, but I'm not proud of them. I've also said no more than once.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning widows. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do, including my contract and paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
Paying you with dirty
O'Leary
money?
pays you with dirty money, and you're part of a criminal organization. There's no two ways about it. But that's not what bothers me.
You're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death?
I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot. I stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
Did this happen often?
Did this happen often?
Not in the last few years. Apparently, Bobby wanted to do something that horrified Joe. So Joe threatened to call off the fight against Stone and kick him out of the gym for good. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
See, I knew you'd be mad.
Obviously.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
We all make mistakes.
Don't worry. We all make mistakes. Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
Thanks, John.
I kind of like that he walks in reverse. That he steps back. More deductions. So... Yale is paving the scaffold. So he punched it?
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he threatened to call the fight off.
So he was killed because he called off the fight?
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
Guess so.
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
A part of me thinks Bobby Yale didn't do it.
But the chest expander, the box in his locker, the marks on my father's neck. It all leads to him.
Awkward silence?
In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed. Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
Sure. Why not?
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Aw,
of course it's a
you
trap.
were mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me... Ha ha ha! I always play it nice and safe.
Sure. You stepped into O'Leary's car of your own accord. On your own accord. Off your own accord? On your own accord?
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
I always work solo.
I always work alone.
You know, if everyone worked solo, many people would suffer. Look at me. I could go it alone, but I don't. Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
It's immoral?
It's immoral, for starters.
I'll have a coffee.
Immoral?
I'm not into beer anymore.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what's immoral.
Me too.
The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country, a place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me...
I think I had a glass of wine, 3 months ago? I'm no commie.
I'm not either.
Ha! Well then, you see, we're all among friends. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional.
Do you get my point now?
That doesn't justify what you do.
Okay, but that doesn't justify what you do for a living.
Oh boy. Did you hear anything I just said? Anyway, when the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
Civil disobedience does not tolerate your ways. You're bending the truth. You're bending the truth.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh no. It might have been organized crime, but not anymore. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
It was just Wilson.
That bastard. Don't you worry. I will have a serious talk with him. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. You see, a lot of people work for me. Many families depend on my business. Not only that, St. Christopher's Hospice practically lives on my donations. The widows of my late employees are set for life. Their kids get free schooling. The cops leave me alone because they know my business doesn't hurt anyone. On the contrary. And, it looks like we're here.
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, maybe you'll change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Wilson, come here.
And you know what? I think I'm gonna say goodnight. Because I'm tired. And it's 3:30. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. Maybe I'll play again tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna say goodnight. Good night, Mr. Braxton. And should we go raid? We could go raid someone. Should we go raid? He's playing. We did him a few days ago. Why don't we do? Necrokeys. He's playing Police Quest 2. So why not? Let's go over to Necrokeys. Who's playing Police Quest 2? That could be quite fun to watch. I haven't played that game for years. But Braxton, Mitchell, everybody here, Jer, thank you so much for watching. And 4-Bit Gamers, you're welcome. You're so welcome.